Happy new month. This is Ignite Your Spark with Cynthia Wambui Otieno. I'm a marriage and relationship coach, a woman-to-woman mentor, a pastor, and a published author. Now, this is a new month. I have a new series. Can you believe it? I'm so excited because we're going to be talking about love. I imagine a few ladies sat me down and they said, Pastor, we need to talk about love. We need to talk everything love. So they're sitting back. I know where you are. I know I've listened to your comments. I've listened to your conversation, and you want to hear a little bit about love this season. And so the month of July will be very easy because you and I are going to talk about the topic, when love dares. When love dares. I want you to think about what love dares means to you. So as I introduce this topic, we're going to talk about when love dares. Next week, we will talk about when love dares as far as single. What does daring relationships look like for a single person? Then we're going to, on the third week, we're going to talk about when love dares as far as marriage relationships are concerned. And I've titled it, Daring Marriages. And I want you to be there. If you are married or purposing to be married, I want you to be part of my audience because we're going to have some sizzling hot conversation on how to build a daring marriage relationship. And then last but not least, on the last week, we're going to talk about when love dares and life happens. You know when life happens, when love doesn't go the way it's supposed to be, when you lose a loved one, or when you break up or go through a relationship divorce or breakup. What do you do when love dares? So, karibuni sana. Welcome. This is When Love Dares. This is our series this morning. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. What does love daring look like to you? What is a daring love? Please, on the comment section, please do so. I would like to hear some daring things you've done, either as a young person, when you are a teenager, because I think sometimes teenage love can be very interesting. I can only imagine some of the things that you did. Ladies and gentlemen, please share with me because I can tell you some of the craziest things I've done. Okay, not really all of them. Not all. So anyway, what are some things that you have done? What are some daring things or other people have done? Sometimes we can say asking for a friend. Cynthia, yeah, what have your friends gone through? Because usually it's easier to talk about your friends. What are some daring conversations? And then I have some fun facts, interesting facts that are out there in Google Dome. So, did you know that if you were to have intense eye contact, that you can fall in love? Can you believe that? So please watch yourself, ladies and gentlemen, when you're sitting across that man, that intense eye contact can make you fall in love. Number 2, did you ever hear of something like, oh, I have butterflies in my stomach? Imagine it's a real phenomenon. Imagine butterflies in your stomach is actually a rush in adrenaline in your body that creates that effect. Did you know that? Imagine I didn't know that until I read. The number 3 fact, which I find very fascinating because it's out there, all right? It's very fascinating. The number 3 is, did you know that it takes less than 4 minutes to fall in love? First impressions. You know how they say first impressions matters? It will be 4 minutes. Let's think about it. I have possibly not talked for 4 minutes. And those are the 4 that will take you to fall in love. Yani. Dunia! I can't believe. The number 4 one is just so warm and so sweet that if you cuddle with a loved one, it actually relieves pain. Cuddling with a loved one. It doesn't say loved one who, but it could be a child. It could be. And you know, that's why children, when you hold them, they start saying, oh, I feel better now. Yes, it's because it relieves pain. And Finally, number 5. This is one that I am sure if you said, number 1, it's not me. Number 2, it's not me. Number 3, it's not me. I know you have done number 5. Wait for it. Listen. How many of you know a fun fact that love makes you brave? Please share with me in the comment section some daring things you've done for love. I can tell you mine. Actually, this one I can share because it's interesting. One of the daring things I've done for love is I moved from a beautiful job, a hometown that I had called home, which was Columbus, Ohio, and I moved thousands of miles back home to be with a man that I loved. That is brave. If that is not brave, and by the way, he had not put a ring on it. It was just a promise of a ring. Guys, you should just see how the camera women are looking at me. They are like, not us. So what are some brave things you've done for love? Is it that you went on a hike or decided to swim in a crocodile-infested river? Love can make us brave, isn't it? Love can take us into the highest mountain, climb the Everest. Some will even swim over crocodile-infested rivers for the sake of love. Some of us relocated over 3,000 miles. What have you done that is brave? And so this particular month, we're going to talk about love in every sense, and love also according to God's perspective. So I'm really excited to talk about love because there are different ways we do show love, and we will show love in the course of our lifetime. One of the things that I want you to know is that we were created with the ability to love and to give love in very, very amazing ways. We are loved by a God that has loved us exceedingly and abundantly. And actually, he says, for God so loved the world that he gave. Now, when you join me next week, we are going to be talking about how to love daringly as a single person as you enter into a daring dating relationship. So those are some fun facts that I found out about what love looks like. And I wonder, which one do you identify with? Which of those 4 or 5 do you identify with? Is it did you ever fall in love under 4 minutes? So in this particular segment, I just want us to talk about what does love look like in your part of the world? Because I'm sure that I'm not just talking to people from my hometown, my hood. I'm talking to people from different parts of the country or even the world. Tell me, what does love look like? What does falling in love look like? So please subscribe to this channel today. Please do. Send it to a friend because you do not want to miss this segment. Please, you do not want to miss these segments at all. Share, comment on the comment section and tell me what are some things that you're enjoying hearing. What are some things you'd like to hear from me in the next coming week? I would love to hear from you. Have a fabulous week.